Taurus, hello, Amanda here. Welcome to the Unseen Hands Collective. This is going to be your February shift reading. So we're looking at the shape you're shifting out of this month, the shape you're shifting into, and what that shape shift looks and feels like. So Taurus, before I get into your cards, the visualization and feeling that's coming to me as I'm sitting with your energy is like a cacophony of voices swirling around me, and specifically speaking languages that you don't speak or that you've never heard before. Even it was like multiple languages, multiple voices, all sort of swirling, and I felt daunted, overwhelmed, a little scared. Okay, so that's the energy coming into this reading for you for February. Here's what the cards are saying. We're using the Slow Holler Tarot, by the way. And your shape shift looks like this. The shape you're shifting out of is this strength energy. The shape you're shifting into is intersection. This is the justice energy in this deck. And I'm sticking with the word intersection. It feels particularly potent for the reading that's coming through for you this month, Taurus. The strength energy is this energy of like especially as it's pictured here, this is you in your cave, you know, in your alone space, deep inside yourself, maybe in your comfort zone, like in your safe space. But there's something for you to see in that space that is really important. You know, I always get with this card that this person has gone into the cave in seeking some sort of revelation, seeking some sort of truth about themselves that they need to see. You know, so you burrow down into your depths in order to really see what's there for you. So you're shifting out of the cave, out of the Taurus cave, and into intersection, which to me, that word in particular speaks about where multiple energies meet, which is exactly what is coming through in your visualization. It's where multiple cultures mix. It's where many languages come together. Different voices find intersection or find a meeting point. So there's something about you coming out of your cave and intersecting with others in this reading. Particularly others who may be different than you. There's a energy or a sensation in this justice energy that you are being pulled out of what is familiar or comfortable to you in order to bring balance into your life, into your perspective. Here's what your shape shift looks and feels like. We have the precipice, which is the Hanged One energy, the Three of Swords, and the Magician reversed. So the Three of Swords at the center of this entire reading for you speaks to a core wound here. A core wound that all of these different like cultures or languages or voices or opinions that are perhaps different from yours are bringing up. They're bringing up some sort of core wound at the heart of you. And I think that's what you have the potential this month to really feel into and discover in this deep space down inside of you. And it's like you discover that core wound by really leaning into your resistance. You know, it's like when unfamiliar people, opinions, narratives, or experiences are calling you out of your cave. The spaces where you feel resistant to that, that's where you can find this. You know, it's like that's where there's some sort of core wound maybe for you to see, examine, feel into, feel through. Because we have Pisces energy here with the precipice. You have to feel through it. We see a person bound, hanging on the precipice above this swirling vortex energy. And it feels like this is that swirling energy that I felt in the beginning. It's like if someone were to cut you loose from your cave, you would fall, free fall. Maybe this is how you feel. You would free fall into a swirling vortex of things you've never experienced before, people you don't understand, a completely different, cultural exposure or experience. And maybe that feels really scary. Right? Hence the Three of Swords, some sort of wounding, some sort of fear. The Magician reversed. What an interesting energy to come out alongside these cards, because it's speaking to me that this is changing. This, whatever this is in your life that seems to be calling to you or that is inviting you to broaden your experience, it feels like it would shift what you have felt as a permanence to who you are. There's something about this Magician today that feels like stubbornness. It feels like an idea of you, of yourself, an idea of life that is fixed. This energy, whatever this is, and listen, collectively, the planet Uranus is in Taurus. It's in your sign. Uranus is the planet of upheavals. Uranus shakes things up in order to get you to experience something different or to see something in a new way. And so I think it's trying to get you to see yourself in a new way or to experience your physical reality in a new way. Which would bring this, which would bring more balance. One way of being, you in your, we could actually think of it as maybe an echo chamber. You in this comfort zone of what is familiar to you produces a version of you that is limited. This is who I am, and I'm just fine with this, and this is all there is, and I'm just fine with that. It's that energy. But there's something here that wants to unstick you from that. It wants to shake up that comfort zone and that space in order to bring that more into balance, in order to maybe expose you to things that are out of the norm for you, in order to balance your perspective and balance your experience. So we're going to dive deeper into this now, Taurus. I'm going to use other decks and get some deeper clarity on all of the energies that are coming through here. If you'd like to join me for the rest of this reading, it's an extended reading that you can find in the link in the description box below, unseenhandscollective.com. You can find it in our shop or in our monthly memberships. Please know that this is only 1/3 of your monthly shift. This is just the tarot portion. You have an astrology scope to listen to loop in the planetary energies, and I'm sure hear more about how Uranus is shaking this energy up for you. And then you have a personal guidebook to help you really go through your own journey of integrating the tarot and the astrology of February. So if you'd like to get your full monthly shift experience, again, head over to unseenhandscollective.com, where you can not only view the extended for your tarot reading for this month, but you can also listen to your astroscope and check out your guidebook, download your guidebook. So there'll be a little preview at the end of this reading for you to check out all 3 of those shift materials that are available to you. All right, Taurus, thanks for being here with the collective, and we hope you have a good February shift. Forces coming together. Rather than separate. Maybe that's actually what we're seeing here, is the two melding into one. Or I should put it this way, since the page came out reversed, this idea of one, my way or the highway, I am the only, I am the dominant, into intersection would be these two actually coming together. From separate together, from centrifugal to centripetal motion. I like that reading. This is the wound of separateness. Whoa. This is the wound of separation. This is the healing of intersection, of togetherness.
And that's really what February is taking you out of the bowl into deeper waters. Okay. It's very much a fishbowl analogy. It's so funny. They just brought that to me. It's really funny because they're kind of showing me the fish from the Cat in the Hat. But I don't know, I guess because like that fish could actually see out of the bowl. Now, granted, we're not going to continue with that Cat in the Hat analogy, but that fish could take a look up out of the bowl and see other things that were happening. Okay? And that Taurus is you right now. You're in a tiny fishbowl, and you took that, you kind of got a little peek out. You looked out. Because remember, if you're living in a fishbowl and you're in the water, your perception of things is very distorted.